What is good, everybody? Today we are back, more BBTAG. This time we're talking about incoming mix-ups. So, the anatomy of incoming, when you kill primary character and secondary one comes in. So there's something that's like pretty universal that I think a lot of new players miss to help with timing. When you kill a character, the time in which they come in is like somewhat variable according to the move in which you killed them with. So if we look at this move, they come in pretty quick, but if we look at this move, they come in super slow, right? So how do you tell the difference in the heat of the match? Like, you're not going to have setups at every single hit because, you know, they could be airborne, they could be doing any manner of shit, any move can hit. How do you know this? So, if you look at the top of the screen when the character dies, just before the next one comes in and tries to hit you, you see the nameplate switch, and when they switch, that's when they're actually coming in. That's when they're falling in, and you need to move out of the way because they're fully invulnerable while they're coming in. They can block anything you do that's meaty. That's fine. So you basically want to avoid it. So you look at the top of the screen and you look for the switch, and then when you see the switch, you super jump. Pretty much universally works, and you just wait for that, regardless of the hit. And then you super jump out. Your reactions do have to be pretty clean, but that's how you do it. So, what do you do to mix someone up? There's a load of options. There is the most universal one, which is the one I'm going to be covering primarily here, which is when you super jump up and you avoid them, you call your assist and then you air dash. But you don't air dash by double tapping forward or back. You air dash by tapping A and B. And what this does is, regardless of the side that they land on, like, so say they come in at a slightly different angle, or you're a little bit closer to them and they would normally come behind you, you're not going to like whiff your air like away from them. You're still going to get a mix up. So I'll show you what I mean. And you do this while you call your assist. So, there we go. Now that was a cross up, right? That's super useful. You get your cross up on them, and then you get your full confirm. And because your assist is just like, because you haven't actually used it during an attack, you can call it again in that combo and get extra damage, which is awesome. The other thing about this, obviously you can fake that by just not air dashing, right? Goes without saying. So let's say we do this mix up and they block it, or what more commonly happens is you activate Resonance Blaze so you can physically see where they are on the screen and then block like manually. What we can do here is, because we're sandwiching them with the assist and your primary character, because you're super jumping, calling the assist and then going over past the opponent, you can then bring both characters in and start getting really stupid with it. All sandwiches in this game are just dumb. So let's kill the main character. And then we can do all manner of dumb mix-ups. You know, figure those out for yourself. Those are the most common ways in which you're going to look to get Oki from an incoming. Pretty much everyone does the same thing. You know, Taiga and some characters have an exception. You know, if your assist doesn't push them far enough forward to get a conversion, you might have to activate both characters once again and then do another attack with the assist character, then dash up. You know, you do have to figure out your own conversions. Another way in which you deal with incoming is putting something on the screen that's just stationary and multi-hitting. So with Rachel, if you've watched my incoming mix-ups with Rachel, you'll see that I kill the opponent and then lay George on the ground. Jin can do the same thing with his projectile, right? So if I kill and then I lay this down, cool, you're now in this, I get whatever mix-up. Or I kill, lay that, oh, you have to lay it down a little bit early, but kill, lay that down, block the incoming, then do the sandwich stuff, and yeah, that's where you get stupid. Now, most characters come in the same way. They do that sort of diagonal arc on you, right? Not every character is the same. Characters like Nu, Gordo, they all come in differently. Aegis comes in a little bit differently, and they require their own response. But like I said, it's pretty universal how people come in. But just as an example here, we got Gordo second, so we're going to see his incoming, right? Let's try to do the standard mix-up. Doesn't work. Because he hits massively far forward from him, so you cannot just go, oh, cool, I'm just going to neutral jump. Neutral jumping doesn't work versus Gordo, but what does work, right? Jumping forward. Jumping forward is the thing to do. Super jump forward, call your assist. Timing's a little bit different. You know, you get the idea. Jumping forward is what we want to do here versus Gordo. We got to make sure that we're past, though, which is quite hard. And there we go. Once again, back in our sandwich situation. Do whatever you want. You got to figure it out per character. The ones with the different incomings, you're going to have to go figure that one out. But generally speaking, that's how you deal with it. Another thing you could do, which I don't particularly like doing because, I don't know, it just doesn't, for me, it's not led to that much, and this is very consistent. Some characters can DP out, but some of the DPs will get eaten by your assist, or they'll whiff because you're air dashing quite far past them, and then there's other ways to bait it. DPing is generally like the scarier thing you could do to deal with this situation. You'll normally Resonance Blaze, but you can just run underneath and then go for your mix. Little less impressive, harder to time as well. You have to be pretty on it in terms of, like, you can just hold forward the entire time, but then they might autocorrect. So you have to do it kind of late when they're coming in, and then hopefully make them whiff. For me, it's consistent, but just not enough for me to think that that's like a core part of my incoming mix-up. The neutral jump stuff is just like way too good. Anyway, hopefully that helped. Pretty simple stuff, but a lot of people miss it. Remember, watch the life bars, watch for the nameplates to switch, neutral jump, super jump, and you're pretty sorted. You got some good incoming for pretty much every character. Alright, hope everyone enjoyed. Take it easy.